Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're in Stroumbi, up in the hills above Paphos and above Polis. It's like the sort of central point, and we're dropping down towards Polis. And I'd like you to come with us. Welcome to Mr. Paul's Breakfast Club. Thanks for joining us. We understand one or two people like to come on these little adventures with Paul in and around the Paphos district mainly as he goes about his daily business. Today we're delivering a car back to Marika. If you missed yesterday's episode, well, go find it. That was us coming from Paphos to Stroumbi, and now we're going from Stroumbi to Polis. In the next episode we'll be going from Polis to Marika. So if you are going to consider trekking this road, those could be the 3 videos to watch. Not a bad road, as I say, and if you drive carefully and sensibly and have eyes absolutely everywhere, you'll have no problems whatsoever. At night time, be that little bit extra careful because it's not that well lit. So of course, if you're not familiar with the road, don't speed and you'll be perfectly fine. I really mean that. Slowly but surely, they are improving this road, and over the next 5 years to 10 years, realistically, they're going to be building a motorway, an expressway, a dual carriageway. Everyone around the world has different terms. That's why I say those 3 phrases. And I want to say good morning to some of the stars that like to come and watch the show now and again. Ronnie Miller, all the way up in Uptown, Scotland. He's our chief of police on the little channel known as Marika and me. A very good morning to you. Of course, our lawyer, all the way in downtown Krakow in Poland, Lady Anna, our superstar. A very good morning to you. And of course, I'd like to say a very good morning to the girl in charge of our little show. And of course, her name is Dame Anne. And she's in downtown Hartlepool at the moment. But guess what? She's dusting off her dancing shoes and she's getting her yacht ready in the Hartlepool Marina. Very soon she will be setting sail for downtown Paphos. She's not a girl that likes to paddle, no. She's a girl that's used to luxury, so either it's Concorde or the yacht, one of the two, and she'll be coming into Paphos and of course booking herself into the best hotel in the world, which just happens to be the Alexander the Great. The staff are getting ready for her grand arrival. All the red carpets are going down and everyone else is getting thrown out because Dame Anne likes a bit of luxury. Top floor is being converted into a massive penthouse so that she could look out across the blue Mediterranean Sea, and at night time she can enjoy the sunset as it casts its shadow over the Paphos Castle just before it starts its ascent and goes off to downtown Cato, Australia. Pops its head up and says Calimera to our Princess of Oz, and of course that's Miss Helen, and it blows a kiss to another girl all the way from Cyprus, and of course her name is Miss Maria. A very good morning to you, and of course that man that's sitting next to you, Mr. Leon. We haven't forgotten you, and we're wishing you a great day indeed. This village coming up now is called, well, I think you say Gaudi, but I'm not sure. Sometimes it's spelt with a G and sometimes it's spelt with a Y. I actually lived in this village, in a house behind that house just up on that hill there, in about an acre of land we had at that time, which was quite nice, and total privacy, and we had bears and wolves and all sorts of things walking around. We were having once for that boat, because I'm thinking about getting a little boat, nothing fancy, not like Mr. Fosy's, I'm not a millionaire, but a nice little boat. And I was thinking, on a Sunday you can just push it out and switch that little engine on, sail out maybe, I don't know, half a mile or so, cast anchor, get out of Romeo and Juliet, sit there with some of your great friends like, I don't know, Lord Derek Scully, and have a Romeo and Juliet or two, perhaps have a bit of a barbecue, hopefully not set the boat on fire, and have a bit of chicken souvlaki. What do you think of that, Jeremy? What do you think of that, Simon? Do you fancy that idea? Not bad idea, is it? So I tell you what, you bring 30,000 with you, sterling, because that's about 35,000 euros, and we'll go and get a boat, and we'll name it Marika and Me. There we go. Right, we're exiting the village known as Gaudi. We're dropping down a bit of a hill, and the next one we're going to come to is Stroumbi. I think that's how you say it. I always say Scowley, but they say Scowley. So Scowley is its proper name, and it's a bit of a lowland place, so it's quite hot in the summer and quite humid. And then we'll exit that village and start our final trek off to downtown Polis. Now, hold on a minute. I got a cigar, a bit of Romeo and Juliet going on. Sorry, Miss Andrea, and it's gone out again. Because cigars are much, much cleverer than cigarettes, aren't they? You understand, when they're not being smoked, they go out. That's clever. But of course, when you want to keep talking and light your cigar, it's difficult. So bear with me for a minute. I'll do my Clint Eastwood impersonation. Feeling lucky? Hold on a minute. Here we go. Let's get it going. Lovely. That's nice. Ooh, absolutely lovely. There you go, specially on camera for you. A bit of Romeo and Juliet in as we drive all the way to downtown Polis. Lovely. Can't beat those flavours, can you? You really can't. Better than a Big Mac, that's for sure. Talking to superstars, I know a chap who likes a Big Mac, or is it an Apple Mac? Yeah, it's an Apple Mac, isn't it? That's Sir Steve. And of course, he's got a beauty who likes to hypnotise the living daylights out of you. Yeah, Lady Heather, good morning to you. Hopefully, things are going well. And downtown Hampshire, wasn't it? Posh people, I say, very, very posh. And they're coming back to Cyprus, well, not till next year, but of course, next year's not far away, is it? Especially if you start to get that bit older. I mean, Stephen, Heather's but a girl. But, you know, at the end of the day, we are all getting older, aren't we? So the years do go that bit faster. Of course, next year's not far away. Who else is coming next year? John Ricey, Sir John Ricey, all the way from downtown in Glasgow. He's coming. He's coming in around about March. With lots of people coming. There really, really is. Lady Sharon, Sir Philip, they're coming out in May, which is not far, is it? No. Not far at all. Not far. There's a superstar. There really, really is. Who's planning on coming back as well. Mr. Cole, we had the great pleasure of meeting him and his mum and dad, Colette, with the greatest smile in the world, and the man with the teeth who were not turkey teeth, that's what he told me. And I don't think they were. Excellent, excellent teeth. And they like to dibble and dabble in beer sales. And very, very successful indeed. And they're coming back, hopefully, sooner than we think. And of course, we've got some other superstars in downtown York. If your name is Lady Rachel, and you've got a man with a Cheshire cat of a grin of a smile. Sir Jason, well, they're planning on going off to Egypt very, very soon indeed. And you never know, they may do a little bit of nude canoodling and get on a canoe and just pop over to the Pelican restaurant and say Kalispera to us. That's good evening or good night, one or two. Anyway, hold on, let's keep this cigar going. Nope, gone out again. Gotta light it up. Very clever cigar, this one. To be honest, I've got the best lighter. We're talking about fires. You may notice on the left there, a bit of blackness. Must have had a bit of a fire. Often in this area, because of all the greenery and stupid people and perhaps unfortunate things happen and fires go out. No, they start. And then the guys in the helicopters fly around and drop big waters and special chemicals on it to try and stop it. Luckily this year, Cyprus has not suffered too badly. We have wildfires every year, don't get me wrong. I know some places have had horrendous wildfires like Rhodes and places like that. And well, I know some people have suffered, but hopefully it's back to normal now. Talking about Rhodes, I know two superstars who went to Rhodes. First time on camera, I think now. I'm going to say their new titles. Yes, are you waiting? Yeah, I bet she is. I bet she's sitting on the edge of her seat. And I bet that peacock next to her is standing proud. Wait for it, here it comes. Lady Andrea and Sir Mart. Yes, they've been monkeying around in downtown Norwich again on their YouTube channel. Andrea and Mart. They went for their anniversary meal, and I thought that they'd been washing all the streets down because, of course, she's a lady and he's a sir. But it turned out, no, it had just been raining, but the streets looked nice and clean, and they were wandering around I think it's the older parts of Norfolk. And, no, Norwich, isn't it? Norwich is in Norfolk, which is just down the road from Suffolk, and that's round the corner from that place called, well, stop it now. Now, as you can see, by the way, you may have noticed that when we collect your car and deliver your car back, we always take it back clean, spotlessly clean. That's one of my things, and we always drive them very, very carefully and with great respect. I would like someone to respect my car whether it be €1,000 car or €1,000,000 car, and we take great pride and respect in driving your cars with respect. So if you are a local and you're thinking about having your car serviced or some body work, you can be resting assured that wherever we're collecting your car from, just down the road or all the way across the island, we will always drive it carefully and with respect. The last thing in the world we want is for your car to break down, because obviously we're going to have to charge you, but the last thing we actually want is to have an accident in your car. Obviously if someone hits us, that's not our fault, but we're not going to smash up your car. We don't tend to do burnouts and wheelies, although probably my brother will probably spin the real wheels in a minute just for you on camera, just to show what a couple of idiots we actually are. Anyway, here we go. I was talking to a lady earlier on, actually, boring, you know. We took a car back and she went to England for 6 weeks while she gave us her car, and she damaged the door, and we were having trouble getting the door because it's quite an unusual car, but anyway, in the end we got the door and we fixed the car. And she told me when she was in England, she told her family that the car was in the body shop, and she said, "Oh, have you heard from them?" She said, "No." She said, "Oh," and they said, "You're going to message them?" And she said, "Well, no, why?" She said, "Well, you know, what if something's going on, or what if they've stolen your car, or all that kind of stuff." And she said, "Well, I don't think so, because they've done my car 3 or 4 times before. They do my neighbour's car on the left, they do my neighbour's car on the right, they do several friends of mine. They've been in Cyprus for 15 years. To be honest, I've never heard of them stealing a car. No, not yet. You never know. One day, if you get yourself a Bugatti Veyron, all that black Rolls Royce with blue leather interior, it might not be coming back. I might just fancy it. We'll cut out the VIN plates and put some false plates on it, and I'll be driving around making my YouTube videos especially for you. This is Stroumbi, by the way, that's what this is called, and then the place on the right hand side is called Paphos Taverna, or Pantelis Taverna, as I say. So let's go to the Pantelis Taverna tonight. So if you're a lady, make sure you don't have your panties on, because well, you're not allowed any checks here, so I'm told. No, I don't think so. I'm only joking. But you can't go to the Pantelis Taverna with panties on, can you? So just take them off. Here you've got the Byron Supermarket. That's on the right hand side. It's called the Byron Supermarket because the man who runs it, guess what? His name Byron. There we go. And if you take a right by there and wiggle and waggle up the mountainside, you will come to eventually Lissos. There as well. And there's a place called, what's it called, that hotel? Paradise something, I think it's called. Paradisus Hills. There we are. Paradisus Hills Hotel. So if you've heard that on the radio, if you watch Rock FM, listen to Rock FM. Confusing my English there. Not that professional, Lord Julian, not that professional. I'm always confusing my English. But anyway, I hope you had a great trip on your train. Lady Bridget seemed very, very happy. She seemed to be enjoying it. And we hope you had a great time. You enjoy each other and have a great life. We know you're going to go off to Crete, but you never know. You might find a little bit of cash under that bed and perhaps come back to downtown Paphos and have a great holiday indeed. Now I know you've got plenty of money, I know that, but maybe consider renting an apartment. It'll be that little bit cheaper. If you need a lift from the airport, well, all you've got to do is message Mr. Paul, and of course I'll be waiting especially for you. Lord Julian, Lord Bridget, Lord? No, I'm confusing. I am getting very confused. Like I told you, Lord Julian, I'm not professional at all. But there we go. Lord Julian, Lady Bridget, I'll pick you up and I'll be waiting especially for you. That's for sure. These are some of the newer superstars to the channel. You often hear me talking about some of the older ones because, of course, they are ingrained in my memory. But all the new ones are as well. The other night we were sitting with great Bridget. They're on video, I think yesterday or the day before. It was a gang of superstars and I took them and got ice cream. But anyway, Simon, that's the man in the background with the pint in his hand, flexing his muscles. IT expert, really nice gentleman, he really is. And Lord Richie, had the great honour to sit and chat with him as well. And they were talking about, I don't know, systems and GAN, and I don't know. I was lost anyway. And of course, he brought his blonde beauty, Miss Jessica, and his 2 children. And of course, those superstars, a little gangster known as Alex with a little chain, but what a lovely little lad he is. And he was a clever boy. He had chocolate ice cream. He did, because he's clever. And then his sister, Megan the superstar, she had Nutella, I think it was. And then 2 of the Superstars join us, Elsie and Reggie. And I think Reggie didn't like his ice cream, can't remember what he had. So I'll take him again. We're going to meet again. We're going to a wedding, and they're in Paphos for about 3 weeks, so we'll meet up again. And if you want to come and see us again, please, we're easy to find with the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour pretty much every night. If you really, really want to meet us, perhaps we're going to have a day off and you don't want to get upset, just send us a message, and we need to tell you we won't be there tonight. Well, guess what? More often than not, we'll come and see you, especially. I remember Jenny and Ben all the way down from Costa del Sol in Manchester, who's doing a house up non-stop. And what a nice house it is, by the way. It's got this grey theme going on, which of course is hugely in fashion, and it really is beautiful. And she's a girl with great taste as well, obviously. She chose Ben, there you go, and Ben chose her. And we're looking forward to seeing them again, because we know they're going to come back, that's for sure. But anyway, like I was saying, they're some of the people we've met more recently, and I had a bit of stomach food poisoning. That's what I actually had, or something anyway. And I took about 3 or 4 days off. And I know Lord Julian again was upset, and I apologise for that. And Jenny was frantically trying to find us. In the end, she went to see Marinos. That's the guy outside the Pelican, the guy with the cheap shoes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, him. Cheap shoes. And he messaged us and phoned us up. So I phoned her up and said, hey, come tomorrow night and we'll come down especially for you. And we are so happy that she took that trouble, because I'm telling you, you're never going to meet nicer people. So I'm talking to you, Miss Jenny, Mr. Ben, Superstars. We love you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. We're looking forward to seeing you again very, very soon. It may not be next year, it may not even be the year after. That bit doesn't matter. We know that you and us are friends for life. Now, the ascent into Polis. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, well, you know what you do. You hit the like. It doesn't cost you a penny. It just tells YouTube that perhaps you like what you've seen. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and we thank you very, very much for that. And of course, it doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't give anyone access to your details or your bank accounts. Don't be thinking, not a single penny. It just tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend this channel, Marika and me, to other similar like-minded people, superstars like yourself. But if you do want to make a contribution to the channel, obviously there is a cost involved driving around, you know, road fund license, benzene, tyres, buying a coffee in the restaurants now and again. We have to, unfortunately. That's my little joke. And we ask you, perhaps, if you could consider to buy us a coffee or two on the virtual platform known as Buy Me a Coffee. So if you Google that, Buy Me a Coffee, put the words Marika and me in the search as well. Makes it easy. Just come straight up. You will go onto our landing page, tells you a bit about us, 1 or 2 pictures. There's a caricature of us, and I think Crucible Booth looks even more beautiful than normal. And I've got a cheeky little grin on my face as well. But anyway, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, and you can choose to buy us a virtual coffee. Of course, we'll convert your cash into coffees. Romeo and Juliet, chicken souvlaki, maybe a boat, maybe a Rolls Royce. You never know. But if you contribute towards that Rolls Royce, I promise you a space in the boot if your name is Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon. Of course, if your name is Lady Anna, my superstar from downtown in Poland, the greatest lawyer in the world, of course you will get a special seat, and I will chauffeur you around, that's for sure. You can also find us on YouTube itself, where you hit the thumbs up, or the like button as some people call it. Again, it doesn't cost you a penny, as I've said, and it tells YouTube that you like us. You can hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It doesn't really bother us that much, but if you scroll across, you've got shorts and download, and many people like to hit that heart-shaped button with, shall we let it go? Yeah, we'll let it go, and hopefully this pickup doesn't ram us up the bottom. There we go. He didn't. He almost wanted. He thought about it, and he really wanted to, but he decided not to. We've arrived in Polis. We're going to take a right, which means we're heading towards, well, Polis town centre, and then we're going to exit it and go out towards Argaka. We thank some of the people who like to help us on the super thanks: Lady Sharon, Sir Philip, of course, Lady Rachel, Sir Jason, Lord Scully. Thank you very, very much, and your Versace receiver booth, and we'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon on the next little episode of Marika and me. Thanks for watching. downtown Polis, Bank of Cyprus on the left, the big church, and the Petrolina petrol station. What more do you want in life? Thanks for watching.